Many of you have been requesting this video, so after hours of watching gameplay, we finally have it ready. Today we're going to discuss how you should play against control style players. So why is it so difficult to play against these control style players? First, let's put it out there. If you are up against a control style player who simply has phenomenal shot quality, it will be an extremely difficult game to win. This is because the better their shot quality, the less opportunities there are to play pace changes that put your opponent on their back leg. Take a look at this rally. Because Momota's control and shot quality is too good, Ginting cannot find the opportunity to change the pace of the rally.
Going wide.
Just take a look at all the junior players' play styles compared with the senior players. Junior players tend to have more of an attacking style where many opt to play lots of spin nets and smashes. But as these players progress and play against players who are more patient and have much stronger defenses, they must adapt their play style. So they adapt it to be a little more control style. This is generally how a play style matures. Obviously, different athletes will have different strengths, but this is the general trend. This raises the question, if most players tend to move towards the control style in men's singles, then is there a way to beat it? What is the counterplay? As we said at the start of the video, it will be extremely difficult to win if your opponent plays smart and has great shot quality. However, that is the one caveat of control style players. The shots that they play are more difficult to control and must have excellent shot quality to not get punished. And there are multiple ways you can lower their ability to play good shots and improve your chances of winning.
The ones that he's played.
The first option is to target their movement. Have you ever tried playing a net shot from here versus playing one from down here? While it may not look like a big jump in height difference, the jump in difficulty is massive. This is because the lower an athlete takes the shuttle, the more technique they must have to play a quality return of shot. So how do you make your opponent take the shuttle lower? You must target their footwork. The point is to make it difficult for your opponent to anticipate your next shot, which in turn makes it much more difficult for them to move smoothly on the court. A good example of this matchup is Anthony Ginting versus Kento Momota. Ginting does an excellent job at preventing Kento from moving smoothly during this match, which made it very difficult for Kento to play his style and control the shuttle. The second option is to play faster shots that are more difficult for your opponent to control. These shots are like drives or half smashes, shots that are easier to control on your part, but also makes it difficult for your opponent to control. When your shot speed becomes quicker, your opponent must adapt their swing speed to the shot speed, meaning that if the shot is quick, the swing also must be quick. The other thing about having faster shot speed is that it will make it difficult for your opponent to be deceptive. This is simply because they have less time to hold before hitting their shot. And when you play these faster shots, since the swing speed must be quicker, the shuttle will travel further, making the court smaller. So if you're playing against a four-corner style who wants to move you around the court, then it is in your best interest to try and play faster shots to make the court smaller if you don't want to play their style. Drives and half smashes are also very good shots to help keep you consistent, as they are shots that are not as hard to control like clears and lifts. However, the one drawback is that you must play these drives and half smashes at a certain height. Meaning, you must be taking the shuttle earlier to play these kinds of shots, simply because the lower you go, the less effective these shots will be. And on top of this, if you're late to the shuttle, these shots will ultimately give you less time to recover, as the shuttle is traveling faster and reaching the opponent faster. So to play faster shots, it is also best to speed up the footwork as well to attempt to take the shuttle up higher. For example, in this clip, you can see Kadai speeding up his footwork through little steps, which allows him to take the shuttle up higher. You can also combine these two options together by playing faster shots that are unpredictable. These are shots like the full smashes and drives to the opponent's body. These shots will also be very difficult for your opponent to control because they're unexpected and the shuttle is very close to their body.
It's pretty high clear.
Now that we have described some options that will help you against a four-corner rally style, we also want to mention that you shouldn't try to force any of these shots. Against a four-corner style, you have to play patiently because they are looking for opportunities to capitalize on your mistakes. Make sure to not force and be patient in the rallies. Don't be pressured to always play fast shots or deceptive shots. It is okay to slow down the rallies if you need to. Like in this rally, Ginting ultimately becomes impatient and forces a pace change, which ultimately results in an unforced error. Another tip is to try to look for patterns in your opponent's game. If you notice that they always push cross-court on their forehand front court, then anticipate it. For example, you can switch your legs like Cho Tien Chen to attack their push.
First round of the Indonesia Open, that's a surprise. Rasmus Gemke beating there.
You should also try to change up your serves and serve receive. Not only changing up the shot that you play on a service return, but also your rhythm. Sometimes you can speed up your rhythm and play a slow shot, or play a fast shot with fast rhythm. The point is to try and change up the service return to always keep your opponent guessing. And the serves are the same. You can vary the serve placement, serve speed, play it short, or flick to the back. There are many variations for service. The other thing is changing up the serve timing. While many don't like this tactic, it is something that is and has been used by many players of the present and past. For example, Victor Axelsen makes it difficult for his opponents to guess when he's going to serve. If you're up against a control style player who aims to tire you out through longer rallies and wants to slow down the pace and you don't want to play their game, you should do this. The main idea is to make it difficult for them to play their game while simultaneously making it easier to play yours. First, target their footwork through unexpected shots. It is much more difficult to control a shot when you're late. Vary up your shots during the rallies through little holds and deceptions, but also vary up the service. Second, play with faster shot speed. Playing with faster shot speed not only makes it more difficult for your opponent to control their shots, but also makes the court smaller. Third, match your rhythm to your shot speed. So, if you're playing fast, try to move quickly as well. Do this by moving your feet more and having smaller steps in your footwork. Finally, make sure you are patient and don't try to force these shots at all times. There are times when you can slow down the pace of the game as well. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And as always, thank you for watching.